Hey guys, Ryan here. In today's video, I want to talk to you about my new favorite SMG in the entire game, the H4 Blixen. I am giving this thing the I am Ryan stamp of approval, sealed, certified, fresh. This thing is actually a monster, and not only am I going to be breaking down why it's so good, I want to be giving you a little secret method on how to unlock it, which is going to make your life 10 times easier. That part is going to take place at about 5 minutes into this video, so keep your eyes on that or you can just skip to that section. So first things first, the Blixen did just get nerfed a little bit today, but statistically, it really doesn't change too much about the overall power of the gun, and it's going to be perfectly fine. The other thing about this nerf is it actually was also a secret buff because they fixed a massive bug with the Blixen, and that's why I'm making this video now. The Blixen is finally fixed, it's now usable, and I'm here to spread the gospel of the Blixen. I think the thing that really separates the Blixen from other SMGs is it's a perfect hybrid SMG. It doesn't matter if you're using it as a sniper support or if you're using it with an AR, this gun is amazing. Some SMGs, they just don't work as a sniper support like the MP40 for example. But the Blixen, it's going to beat the MP40 up close. It's then going to be better than the MP40 as a sniper support. And it's going to be overall one of the best SMGs in the game by a long shot. If you were to put me in a $100,000 tournament today and I was looking at all of the competitors, I would sincerely hope that almost all of them are running an STG and a Blixen. I mean it, this gun is that good. When I look at all the other time to kills on SMGs, when I factor in magazine size, mobility, recoil, everything, that's what makes the Blixen stand out. The damage is insane, the recoil super easy to control, the damage range is bonkers, and it extends all the way out to 35 meters, and it is just an animal of an SMG. That's why I can recommend it as a sniper support or for anyone just looking for their new Rebirth SMG, anyone looking for their new Caldera SMG, just anyone. And I know when you guys look at the unlock challenge, you feel like, oh my god, how am I going to get 3 slide kills in 15 games? And don't worry, I have the secret little sauce for that. I think the nerfs to this gun were actually definitely needed, and now it just makes it a completely fair and meta option. I'm not saying you should only use this over every other SMG in the game, because I'm still going to be using my MP40, I'm still going to be using my Type 100. But the Blixen is kind of a nice little substitute for I think most people. The only real downside about it is it does have a kind of slower rate of fire, albeit not as slow as the own gun. And when you have that slow rate of fire, it just means that if you miss 1 or 2 shots, you can get punished in terms of raw time to kill. It's not as bad as something like the own gun, but it is something to be aware of, and I do think some people are going to really notice it. The other interesting thing about this gun is that, well, it has a kind of weird feel. I think the recoil is super easy to control, but I do think people on console are going to find the recoil to be a little much because I do think it has somewhat more visual recoil. It doesn't have a lot of actual recoil, but it does have a lot of visual recoil, and that's something that messes with console players more than PC players due to the difference in field of view. But this also makes me really want to talk about why I think it's such a good sniper support. When you are looking at a lot of the sniper supports currently, you have to kind of use an assault rifle if you're playing Caldera, and I think this gun, the Blixen, is one of the few SMGs you can kind of replace your assault rifles with and you're going to be okay. As I said before, this gun has 2 main damage drop-offs. The first one occurs at about 10 meters, and the second one doesn't happen till 35 or 38 meters. And this thing has such a high and good time to kill that it will literally kill faster at that second damage range than most SMGs and most AR sniper supports. That's what makes it really stand out, is this gun has insane damage up close, so it can beat all those crazy SMGs rushing you, and it also has insane mid-range damage, so you can compete with the Cooper carbines, you can compete with the Vargo sniper supports, and you can still beat them. And because the recoil is so easy to control, you're gonna most likely beat them. Sniper supports have been in kind of this weird place where a lot of the top tier picks were not able to compete with close range SMGs, and this kind of made running a sniper feel even worse because you also just didn't have a sniper support that could really compete with a lot of SMGs. And I think the Blixen is kind of the solution to this. It's not going to be as capable as something like the Cooper in the mid-range, but it's going to be more than good enough, and you're going to be able to fry kids with ease. I think that's the one thing I want to get across. So now let's talk about this super easy way to unlock the Blixen. So the Blixen requires you to get 3 sliding kills in 15 games. And the easiest way to do it is in the pre-game lobby. In the minute before your game, any sliding kills that you get will end up actually counting for slide kills in game. So if you get 2 slide kills in the pre-game lobby, that's going to count for the challenge if you can just get 1 on a down person in game. But most of the time, you can end up getting 3 kills in the pre-game lobby while just sliding. What I'd recommend to do is to find the AFK players, get them weak with a couple shots like you're seeing me do in the background, and then just slide into them, and there is your slide kills. This is such a less frustrating way of unlocking this gun rather than hopping on Vanguard and legitimately trying to get these slide kills. I cannot recommend this method enough for anyone who actually wants to unlock this game. It's going to take a little longer than the Vanguard method, but it's going to be so much less frustrating, you're going to thank yourself. I also want to talk about super easy ways to level up this gun. Now, I think some people really struggle with this, and something a lot of people don't know is if you pop a double weapon XP and you go into a Caldera, whether it's a solos, a trios, or whatever, as long as you are staying alive and just running across the map, you are going to be getting XP for your gun. By just simply staying alive, you will be getting an insane amount of XP. So you can land in some corner of the Caldera map, land by yourself, loot up, get your loadout that drops almost instantly on Caldera. You can get your gun, and then you can just play smart, you can play safe, and by the end of it, your gun is going to be way more leveled up than you would genuinely think. So when you combine the whole pregame lobby thing, and then the fact that you can find Blixen ground loot everywhere, you can legitimately level and unlock this gun by just actually playing the game. And I love that. I hate when I have to take time out of my day. I have to just do something extremely specific to unlock my guns. I have to do something extremely specific to level up my guns. And it just frustrates me. I genuinely don't think that should be a thing. And I think you should almost always be able to unlock a gun and level a gun by just playing the goddamn game. I know it sounds super simple, and I know it's kind of like a whole rant that's maybe a little off topic, but it's something I genuinely feel, and I do think it's actually a massive positive for this gun. Because the fact is you can unlock it by just playing, you can level it by just playing, and when you factor in everything about it, it's an absolutely top tier SMG in my mind. I think after the recent nerfs, they just made it balanced. They just made it actually healthy for the game overall. And I think it's something that I do genuinely believe a lot of people should be trying. Especially if you're kind of looking for that do-it-all SMG that can be super useful for almost anything. I also just want to take this moment to once again thank everyone who supports this channel. I know I oftentimes do take time out of my videos to say it, but once again, I just really have to reiterate how appreciative I am. I know it's a two-way street. I know I'm making content for you guys, but without you guys, I'm not going to be making this content. I'm not going to have the motivation to do it. I'm not going to feel inspired to do it. And you guys literally are the reason why I keep making these videos, why I keep enjoying my YouTube journey. And you guys just, you don't get how happy it makes me that I actually have people that care about my content and they want to watch my videos. It makes it so rewarding to be a part of this, and it also just makes me want to keep improving my content and finding new ways to help and entertain you guys. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. It's been Ryan. I hope you have a good day.